Hi Libra, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all doing well. First off, Spirit wants you to know that you are courageous, whether or not you actually feel like that at this moment. It feels like there's a lot of uncertainty in your world right now. Maybe you feel like you need to retreat. You feel like you don't know the way forward. Your body could be, I feel like on one hand, it's like you're experiencing certain energetic upgrades that feel like hard to contain in maybe your physical vessel. Especially because you're also dealing with a lot of other things, is what it feels like. I feel, like I'm feeling this sort of trepidatious, I don't know, kind of energy, like, this, I don't know what I'm going to do exactly. And that's okay, Libra. You don't have to know everything, how the road is going to be shown before you. This is a necessary period of I'm getting like adapting to the new way that the energy is flowing in your life, whatever that means for you. Okay. It's really important at this time that you are not overly tuned into the validation of others. And this does not mean to become so self-absorbed that you forget other people, right? Of course not, but there is something about refocusing your energy on what feels correct for you. It's like you might be experiencing an unfolding of new gifts that you feel obligated to share in a certain way, almost as if somebody else is dictating your path for you. But that's not what Spirit is asking you to do. It's asking you to tune into your heart, to why it is that you do what you do. If you have been called to write, to speak, to channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. This work that you're doing is divinely guided. You may have some sort of resonance with Pleiades. Okay, Pleiadians are very chatty. So this is you growing at a soul level while raising the vibration of the planet. It's like your mission has been changed in some way. I'm just turning this music down a little bit. I don't know how much you can hear of it, but I think it might be louder for me than it picks up on the mic. Anyway. What else do we want to say? The road ahead, it looks uncertain, right? And finding the balance between, I feel, what are amplified spiritual gifts that that you've been gifted, okay? Like you have access to more of your spiritual gifts. It's a little bit like, well, how do I kind of like integrate that into my life? It's right? Your intuition, these gifts, they're a force. You're suddenly more aware of things that you weren't aware of before. And so you have to deal with your inner world, and you also have to deal with your outer world. Some people may actually be jealous of you. I don't know exactly. It's definitely affecting your relationships in some way. So this is a lot about finding the balance between, your 5D self and then your earthly 3D self, like making sure that you're taking care of your body still. It's like, but I'm I'm getting all these downloads. How am I supposed to go to the gym? Well, you learn how to, or maybe you're like too sensitive to go to the gym. So maybe you just go for a walk. I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it's like your energy feels like it's too big for your body. Okay. So the trick is to kind of like bring those more into harmony, right? Like the Libra, do the Libra thing, the balancing out. Okay, so Libra, I don't know exactly what this is for each and every one of you. All right, you have something very valuable that you're accessing within yourself right now. And Spirit wants you to know that you do, right? Like we said, have the courage. Lava. I pulled this card after I had pulled the Strength in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Six of Wands in reverse. It's like, yeah, you're obviously feeling a little bit vulnerable. Maybe there's some fear. I don't know where that's coming from, but it's like this lava energy is tuning into your determined and courageous nature, right? Volcanoes are portals to the heart of our earth, ablaze with emotional fire. When they erupt, lava pours forth, covering the old and outdated while forging new pathways. Lava scorches everything in her path, a searing field of anger. But when she cools, she forms dynamic new landscapes that are fertilized by nutrient-rich ash. Lava guides you to locate the fiery core within yourself. This period of change and transformation requires courage. It is important to access your internal magma and the deep desire that brought you where you are. You must hold yourself steady while old and unuseful paths and ideas are consumed around you. Once your molten courage cools, the past is simply a prologue, and the future transforms into a lush and fertile landscape waiting for something new to take root and thrive. Right? I feel like a lot of this has to do with your solar plexus, right? Your will, your willpower, like your sense of direction. Maybe you don't know, and that's, like we said, like that's okay. You're going to figure it out. But to help you on your path, we are going to be doing a reading here based on the path to your best life. We're going to ask some questions around those sort of topics here, Libra. So I'm going to clear these pre-shuffle cards off of the table. I'm smelling like cigarette smoke. There's no reason why I would be smelling that, so is that you or is it somebody around you smoking? Let's see here. What cards do we want to use? Listen, I got the layout. I know what we're doing. I just didn't pick out a deck, so sue me. Let's use this deck. I forget what it's called. It's like the something star. First, I want to pull some astro cards for you, Libra. Let's bring in some astrology and see what is of particular note. Dear Libra. Oh. Ooh. Opposition, confrontation to elk, perhaps, butting heads, something with a very large antler situation. Okay, opposition. Butting heads with someone. Mars. Ooh, Libra. Listen, we do have the card of lava that came out, and the Strength in reverse can't talk about anger. But sometimes we're angry about things that may make us feel vulnerable, so it kind of all ties in. So we have Mars there. motion, taking action. Your fire energy is very important right now in whatever way, whatever you're confronting. Whether it's outside of yourself or inside of yourself, possibly both. That's often how it happens, right? Okay, what else? Not too many. I just saw solar flares though, which is another very fiery energy. Libra. Anger is not a bad thing in itself. It teaches us. It's a warning system. It shows us when we are under threat and enables us to act defensively, offensively. It does not mean that we take out our anger on others necessarily. It depends, right? If you're going to war, that's a little bit of a different situation. But allowing ourselves to feel how we feel is so important, Libra. Anger is not bad. It's been demonized by a lot of like toxic positivity coalitions. I don't know what that's about, but you know, like, oh, you're angry, aren't you? Look at you, just being so intense. You know, it's like your anger. Do not stuff it down. That's a fast way to become sick, to become disempowered. Your anger, that tells you something. It's an emotional, it's a feedback system. And it's like, it's so strange in our, at least American Western society, how we demonize emotions in various ways. But then you see how people behave and it's like driven by emotions. But then they're like hyper logical, not acknowledging. That's the shadow of, right? Like kind of the attitudes that people have towards emotions. Like it makes you soft. Well, like making fun of people for crying. Like, oh, you're so emotional. Well, anger's an emotion too. It's very backwards. So not demonizing your anger, but being able to channel it and use it for your forward momentum, as well as all those other sort of fire chi energies like desire, your direction, right? Solar plexus work might be very important for you. We have here Virgo and Capricorn. So we're talking about doing something, using our fire energy to create something in the physical world. Not willy-nilly, we're definitely initiating some sort of action, but we're also taking practical and logical steps, okay? So this is a badass energy of handling what it is that you need to handle, Libra, okay? So I'm gonna get out 7 cards for you to look at your... I don't know why. What's that? Why am I laughing? The path to your best life. Once you feel your emotions, you can release them and come back into that joyful space a lot quicker, okay? Not denying them and shut. What is this? And not shutting them down. I'm like a stutter queen over here. Shut. Let the beat drop, okay? For your present situation, I did see the 9 of Swords. Okay, I don't know. All right. Shh. What is your present situation, dear Libra? I'm gonna shuffle out these cards as I was saying, and then we'll talk about it. That's a lot. Interesting. Whoa. You got the tower, baby. Okay, one more. Okie dokie. Your current situation is the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Devil. Things are moving, but in order to move where you're wanting to go, it feels like somebody gonna get hurt. Maybe that somebody is you to a certain extent, right? It's hard to hurt another person without remaining unscathed ourselves, right? Whether that hurt is necessary or not. The action that we have to take, it's like we don't necessarily want to take, but we almost have to have, it feels like you almost have to have blinders on in order to do this. With the Chariot and the Devil, that's that opposition energy, Cancer, Capricorn, possibly. It's like a one-way road. It's like a one-way ticket. Something like that. Maybe there's actual travel involved. And what you have to move through on this change, it feels hard. It feels like you have to take very decisive action and kind of like forget everything else. What's holding you back here is the Page of Cups. I mean, maybe this is like your heart space, your emotional attachment. It is emotional. It's like your emotional attachments. The piece of you that it feels like you leave behind. It's easy to get stuck in that place. of sentimentality, right? Sentimentality can keep us from moving forward. It can keep us stuck. The past can hold us back. The idea of never, I don't know, what is all this? I just noticed all these cards right here. Weird, okay. The idea of like never seeing somebody again, or of hurting somebody. What you can do to overcome or release this is the Lovers. Okay. We have a strong choice here. Making the choice. Okay. Where should your focus be, Libra? We have here the Creator, which is an extra card in this deck. The Creator is the No card. And by that we mean that we say yes to something by way of saying no to something else. Okay, you look at the palette that is behind her head. It looks pretty nice, but if you were to take those colors and make another painting, you probably wouldn't just slap them on a canvas willy-nilly. You choose what went where. So it's like, I cannot choose to stay here and also be over there. I mean, maybe you're astral traveling, in which case you can go where you want. But you're having to say no to something here, right? That's part of this choice. So making the choice and saying no is where your focus should be. What you create by way of what you do not allow, which is that Virgo energy. That does not fit here. This is not the next step. Okay. Your next step is the Five of Cups with the Seven of Pentacles and the Strength card. That's that courage energy. Courage in spite of what you feel that you are losing, perhaps, by making this rather large change. Right? Emotionally, what you have invested in physically, and moving forward despite that, having strength, courage, not running away from it. Facing it head on. See how I'm getting like emotional? And that's okay, but right, like you can stay in that space. You can get stuck there. We don't want that for you, Libra. We want you to be able to move forward. All right. I'm hearing "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina." I don't know. It's like turning something into a drama that feels sad. It's like, I don't know. There's something about this Leo energy that enjoys the drama of it on some level, right? Like taking whatever's happening to you and making something creative out of it, right? Like really digging into the drama of the situation, because that helps you. It gives you direction in some way. Interesting. Maybe that doesn't apply for every one of you, but for some of you, that could be a message. Like really getting into the drama of it. letting yourself be just like fully in the feeling, Libra. But then also being able to move past it. I feel like there's so much about that. It's just like you've got to be like completely present. Completely present and flowing like lava. It flows slowly, but it flows powerfully, and it cannot be stopped. As we know, the external influences that are affecting you is the Tower. Okay? Release, destruction, removal of what is not authentic. So there's something external to you that is... We're going to clarify that for sure. I don't know if I'm going to clarify all of these, but definitely that one. Because I don't want to just leave you with the Tower here, Libra. All right, your outcome if you continue on this path is the Star, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Pardon me. My nose is gonna drip. Oh, don't say that to a Libra. Okay. The Star, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. There's some sort of journey, some far off wish, dream, fulfillment that you get. You might actually be traveling, moving, something like that. But it's like wish fulfillment. And a long-term, like, financial abundance. And people to share that with. Having more than enough. Okay. Okay, Libra. For Libra, please. The Queen of Wands just fell out. Spirit's like asking you to channel your Aries energy, right? Libra, Aries is the other side of your polarity, right? You're on the same spectrum, you're just at either ends. So you have that Aries energy that Spirit really wants you to access right now. And yeah, the North Node is in Aries. In Western astrology, at least. I don't know what's going on in Vedic. But Spirit is asking you to tap into your fire. To achieve something huge. Okay. Let's clarify all of these. What the heck? All right. Show me Libra's present situation. Please clarify the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, the Three of Swords, the Knight of Swords, the Devil. The Fool, the Five of Wands. Yeah, there's that Mars energy again. What is this? The Seven of Cups. The Ten of Cups came out sort of reversed. Right. Like, there's a lot of energy that it takes to make this move, whatever this is, to take some direction. It takes you feeling uncomfortable, taking a leap of faith. Emperor on the back of the deck here. Right? In spite of not knowing everything that lays ahead of you, right? There's that unknowing factor with the Seven of Cups. The Ten of Cups reverse suggests that maybe you're having to leave behind a family situation or upset somebody close to you. There is a... yeah. Tell me about the Page of Cups for what is holding Libra back. The Ace of Swords. This is clarifying the Page of Cups. the Ace of Pentacles. I just feel, right, like we talked about sentimentality holding you back. That's what is happening here. It's like you see the truth of this new beginning that needs to happen, that you are being undeniably pulled toward. You see the truth. It's just a matter of the emotions that keep you tied to where you are. Okay, the Lovers, for what Libra can do to overcome or release this. The Queen of Swords, right? It's like making the choice. There you are. That's you, Libra. This is your choice. All right. Tell me about the Creator for where Libra's focus should be. The Knight of Wands. As Sagittarius energy represents the arrow that points in a singular direction. All right, we talked about the Creator and how we say yes to something by way of what we also say no to. So pointing that arrow in a specific direction. So point your arrow in the direction that you want to go. That's your focus, is the direction that you want to go. Okay. The next step is the Five of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and Strength. It's like sticking to it in spite of what you feel and in spite of what you are possibly losing, right? Tell me more. The Two of Wands, right? You're at a crossroads here. Making your choice. Stick to it. Right? It's like your intention is everything here, Libra. Like pointing yourself in the direction that you want to go, first of all. You don't know everything, the hows, the whys, the when, but it's like setting your intention, meditating upon your intention. What you do know so far is this is kind of the direction that I want to go in. Making the choice that yes, I'm going to go in this direction, even if I don't know all the details yet. Then Spirit continues to work with you, right? To reveal more of the path, to provide more of the opportunities. You're ready for them. You've already set your intention. So now you're ready. Okay. All right, let's look at this Tower. Tell me about the Tower for the external influence that is affecting Libra. Tower. That's a lot. I saw a King of Swords, so this could have to do with a partner. I heard that they have a lot to say. Okay, the Tower. Show me the Tower for the external influence. I just keep getting stacks of cards. Okay, let's try again. The Tower. The Three of Pentacles. The Emperor. Whoa. The Page of Cups. This could have to do with work. Maybe there's a work situation where somebody really doesn't want to let you go. They could be playing on your emotions. To try to get you to like stay in the situation that you're in. But the Four of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, what I'm feeling is like somebody playing on your emotions. Or even instilling fear in you. But it's because they want you to keep giving them whatever it is you've been giving, kind of thing. Okay. Let's get here. I don't know. That tower is... It feels like it's somebody else's tower. You know what I'm saying? It's like your boss wants you to stay at this job and they're playing on your emotions. Maybe, I mean, you're probably a very valuable employee. They don't want to... Some authority figure here. It's hard to replace. It's hard. You can't be replaced, Libra. I mean, nobody can be replaced, although we like to treat people as a commodity in this culture. But yeah, it feels like somebody here is, I don't know. Somebody here is not having a good time with your choices. I don't know that, yeah, this tower has to do with you. It's kind of like, what am I going to do without Libra? You know? All right, so let's look at the Star, the Six of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles for your outcome if you continue on this path. The Hierophant, the Three of Wands. This looks like an expansion of your own sense of authority and structure. Okay, like more possibilities here. Long term. We have the Two of Cups also. New possibilities in relationships. Collaborations, heart-centered, you know, feeling of belonging. Yeah. I feel like we talked about a lot of important things here, but it feels like I'm missing something when it comes to a particular situation, right? Here with the opposition and the Mars energy, yes, you're taking a lot of your own energy. Spirit wants you to embrace your fire, right? But it feels like there's something that I could be missing. So is there anything else that we want to say about that, Spirit? Am I missing anything when it comes to this confrontation, Mars energy? The Queen of Swords, well, that's you, I would say. The Three of Swords. It looks like it's that difficult conversation that could be coming up or somebody else could end up feeling hurt by your actions. Yeah, it looks like you do have a confrontation here coming up, Libra. And what Spirit really wants you to take from it is to face it head on. You have a compelling path forward here is what I'm feeling. With this energy, a lot of new opportunities. Okay. Let's get a final card here from the Dreamweaver's Oracle, and then we'll close it off. For Libra. Card 41, Weavers watch the dragons fly. Okay. The essential meaning of this card is being the observer, curiosity, seeing the big picture and not taking anything personally. Sometimes we get so involved in our feelings about things, we begin to believe we are those emotions. They become part of our identity, part of our story forever. Instead of understanding the transience of opinions, we become trapped by our beliefs about the world and our part in it. Those ideas harden and stiffen until they form a tight container around our possibilities. While a container can be a good thing, we can find ourselves trapped in an old story. A good question to ask now about the subject you want this oracle to illuminate is, what am I making this mean? What if you removed your assumptions? What if nothing is ever personal? Now is the time to look at your situation and see it for what it is. Step back and look at the bigger picture. Remain neutral and curious and be willing to explore it from a different perspective. There is so much more to discover here, so it's important not to get caught up in being right or getting caught in the smallest details that obscure a more expansive potential. Even in the most joyful times, you still run the risk of thinking it will always be this way, when everything will change and evolve, even transcend this forever place, because that is the truth of life. You're on a beautiful journey. And if you remain open and hopeful and willing to discover things that are unknown to you, that gift of curiosity will lead you to treasure beyond your wildest dreams. Like the Dreamweavers watch the dragons fly, so should you observe your inner and outer worlds in the same manner. When you really learn to pay attention and can say, "That's interesting," the hidden doors of perception swing wide. Such wisdom has always lived inside you. Did you know you were so fortunate? Stay open. Staying open to your direction, Libra. Okay, yes, there's a lot changing here. See the big picture, remain open. Know that everything is always moving, okay? You're not always going to feel this way. Things will feel settled again, and they will probably feel unsettled again. That's kind of how life goes, right? You know that. So Libra, I hope that this was helpful for you. Let me know how it resonated if you feel so inclined, and I will see you again next time.